Welcome, everybody, to Catfish Weekly, episode 99, presented by Whiskerware Apparel. This is kind of hard to believe that we're in our 99th episode. We was going to try to make a short show tonight, and Chuck Davison is not going to be with us. He's trying to get his stuff in order on account of his house is nearly underwater. So we wish him the best, and anybody that gets a chance might put in a good word with the big man for him, because I'm sure that he needs it. They got a lot of stuff going on down there with some heavy rain and lots of bad situations as it is all over. And, everybody that is headed south for the weekend, please be careful on your trips down there. Tonight, I'm joined by Paul Wagsdale, and we're going to do the Christmas giveaway tonight. And, Paul, you want to tell them how we're going to do all this?
Well, when Lyle tells me we're ready to go, we're going to go through each specific prize, like whether it be the T-shirts or whatever. And then we're going to go to random.org with all these names, and we'll run them through 5 times, 5 rotations, and whoever's name's at the very top will be the winner of that prize. And then whoever wins a prize tonight, your name will come out, and the remaining will spin. So only one person per win tonight.
Hey, we just got a comment from Jason Mitchell about how much weight you lost. You have lost a ton of weight, Paul.
Yeah, I noticed that on some of the pictures I took last year, that chubby cheeks are gone, and yeah, there's a big difference. I'm over 100 pounds, not quite where I want to be yet, but I'm working.
Well, that's an amazing feat. We're all so proud of you. You're not smoking. You lost a bunch of weight, man. You're looking good. Everything's going good for you. I'm real happy about that.
Always look good, Lyle.
What's that?
That always look good, Lyle.
Well, that's a matter of opinion. We'll just have to figure out whose is most important. Right now, yours.
a lot of hard work going and looking this good.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. Well, thank you so much for helping us tonight. I knew that you knew how to do the random.org thing, and we want to give away some stuff. And then we've got some interviews coming up from people that are already at Wheeler, and we're going to call down there and visit with them. There'll be phone interviews, but that's okay. We're going to visit with them and find out how their trips went, and the weather and water conditions and all the stuff down there. I know Cad Daly made a post here on our live chat a while ago that it's wet, very wet, and the water's very muddy down there. So I expect that to be like that, and throughout the week, and we'll see how that goes. But them guys will be down there. Vicky Mathena is going to join us here in a little bit, and maybe Jason, if he's back. He was still on the water when I talked to her a while ago. My buddy John Nordyke is down there with a couple of guys. They're in the cabin that we'll be staying in, and I talked to Johnny Coleman. We're going to try to call Johnny here in a little bit and get a hold of him and find out what's going on with everybody, and get as much of this stuff figured out as we can, and make sure everybody had a safe trip down there and all the stuff. So in the meantime, before we get Vicky on, if you'd like to do the first giveaway, Paul, why don't we go ahead and do that?
Yep, we can do that. We can get these names here.
Did we decide how many we had? We had 4 or 5 join the deal right at the last minute. So I'm not sure how many we have total.
Hanson was the last one you gave me. So I think that's the last one.
The last one we added. Oh, hang on a minute. No, there's. Let me send you a message with the last 2.
I don't keep the chat open here on my. Yeah, I didn't get that one.
That should be the last two. We're going to close it now. So anybody that's not in or Ben's Chuck's not on here, but just Paul and I, it's going to be very hard to add anybody on from this point. So if you're not in the contest now, I'm sorry. You have to wait till the next one comes up to get on and go from there.
Okay. Do you want to do the first donator, or just the
Let's give away a T-shirt and a sweatshirt from Aaron Wheatley and Monsters on the Ohio. Let's do one of those first.
Okay. All right. Let me get here. Make sure I don't have any passwords up or anything. Okay. I'm going to do this entire screenshot, and that should bring that up. Can you see that okay, Lyle?
Let me pull it up.
You see the
yes
screen? Okay. What I'm doing now is I'm highlighting the list of all the people who are entered in the contest. I'm going to our giveaway. I'm going to random.org, dump all these names into it. You can see the list there. And I'm going to randomize 5 times. The one that is on the top on the 5th press of the button will be the winner of that item. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's going to be Mike Gingrich.
Congratulations, Mike.
And I don't know if he's in the chat, but I'll go ahead and put his name next to that item. So,
okay, and Mike wins a T-shirt and a sweatshirt from Aaron Wheatley and Monsters on the Ohio. Congratulations. That's a great prize. Those are really nice shirts, and Aaron and Monsters on the Ohio has supported us for a couple of years, and it's a great tournament. Aaron's a really good guy. Please don't tell him I said so, but he works his tail off to make that tournament what it is, and everybody that goes down there really, really needs to make sure that he understands how much you appreciate all the hard work he puts into that, because I don't know of anybody anywhere that works any harder than Aaron does to make sure that thing goes off as well as it does, and it does go off very well. So thank you, Aaron, for donating them, and we'll have another T-shirt and sweatshirt coming up here in just a little bit. Right now, I'm going to see if I can get Vicky Mathena on the phone, and we'll see how things are doing at Wheeler Lake.
I'm working on removing him from the list. So
okay, I'll go ahead and get her up here on the phone, and we'll visit with her a minute.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Well, all righty then. We'll try Vicky here again in a minute. When you get that done, Paul, let me know.
I got it.
Oh, here we go. Well, we'll try Vicky again in a minute. While we're waiting to get through with Vicky, let's give away the other T-shirt and the other sweatshirt from Aaron Wheatley and Monsters on the Ohio.
Gotcha. Okay. Our screen share. Okay, see me okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We removed Mike Gingrich's name out of the loop, so he cannot win again.
We had over 60 in this contest, so the odds of winning something here is a lot better than the lottery.
We're going to do 5 spins again.
Hey, Vicky.
1.
I'm good. Hang on just a second. We're doing a giveaway, and I'll be right with you. All right.
3. 4. And 5 is Johnny Ward.
Johnny Ward is the winner of a Monsters on the Ohio t-shirt and sweatshirt. Congratulations, Johnny, and thanks for entering the contest at Catfish Weekly. Vicky Mathena, how is things at Wheeler Lake?
It's a little windy, but the rain is gone. Hallelujah.
Y'all have a pretty wet trip on the way down there?
We had rain most of the way down.
Yeah.
We'd be in it, and then it stopped, and then get in it again, but it wasn't too bad of a trip.
Did my buddy Jason make it back in from the lake yet?
He hasn't made it in yet, but I was on the phone with him. He just called.
Well, good, good. So,
everything's fine. I just have to make sure I have dinner ready for him when he comes in.
That sounds just like him. Just like him.
I'm telling you.
So
if
you
it's
and
not fish, it's food.
You and Jason and Tarzan are all down there and been out on the water and got your bait. Everything's ready to go.
We are ready. We're just waiting for Saturday.
Well, we got one more day of rain from what I understand. It's going to rain down there Wednesday, and then it's just going to be cool, but the rest of the time it's not going to be too windy, and conditions will be fairly decent for this time of year, won't they?
Yeah, they're talking about Saturday high around 45. Of course, it's supposed to be 20 miles in the morning, so tell Cindy to bring her long johns with her.
I'm pretty sure she's already got everything packed like that. I might get a heater in the boat.
Yeah, we brought ours, so yeah, you might want to bring that along with you too. It's going to be pretty chilly.
Yeah, I think it is too, but it'll still be better than sitting home watching TV.
Absolutely. Well, absolutely.
Have you heard of any big fish being caught down there, Vicky?
I haven't, not yet. I think more people are just scouting right now and not really trying to catch too much. I'm seeing more and more boats come in today, so I imagine tomorrow there'll be a lot out on the water.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll just, from here on out, they'll start pouring in. I don't know.
Right.
I know there was around 50 the last time I checked, but I anticipate there being quite a few more than that by Saturday morning.
Yeah, I think so too. Now that the weather is broke, I think people will change their mind, decide to come on down.
I do too. I think it'll be a great tournament. I know Daniel's worked very hard to make this a great event. And the only thing that I'm sure of is the people that are caught in the storms that'll have problems getting there and go from there. Vince Nagowski wants to know if Jason and Tarzan ever woke up.
Yes, they did. They're on the water right now.
Well, they look like they was cutting their way. They're pretty good. And you put that picture up earlier.
Yeah, they said they were thinking about fishing, where they were going to go, and
dreaming,
all that good stuff.
Dreaming about all that.
That's how they did their pre-fishing this morning, was sleeping.
So when did you all get down there, Vicky?
We got in early Sunday afternoon.
Oh, so you've been down there a couple days. Good deal. Good deal. Well, listen, yeah, I'm not going to keep you on the phone too long. Thank you so much for giving us the information. You all have a safe time down there, and I'll see you in a couple of days.
Sounds great. Tell everybody be careful on the way down.
We will. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Lyle.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, people. That's Vicky Mathena. She is at one of the cabins at Joe Wheeler State Park. They've been down there since yesterday morning, and Jason and Tarzan are on the water, have been out there since it quit raining this afternoon. So it's fishable. I know there's being fish caught, and we will get to another interview here in just a few minutes. In the meantime, Paul, what do you say we do a Whiskerware apparel giveaway?
Let's see, that'll work. Got dogs decided to play here under my feet. Let's see here. Got a bat mask.
We're going to do one sweatshirt.
Hoodie. I know we got the bat mask too. So you want to just do the hoodie and koozies first?
Yeah, let's do the hoodie and the koozie first.
Okay, one t-shirt, one hoodie, and one koozie. Me down here at the bottom. Enough. All right. All right, so shit's put over. We'll grab all the names here again. Copy. All right. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Richie Blakely.
Richie Blakely. Congratulations, Richie. You just won yourself a Whiskerware apparel hoodie, t-shirt, and a koozie. That ought to go in good for your fishing tournaments and all your trips that you guys take out there. So congratulations on that. I want to thank Rob Clodfelder from Whiskerware Apparel for the giveaways that he has put up for us. Some really nice stuff, hoodies, t-shirts, koozies, and a bat mask that we'll be giving away here in just a few minutes. You can't beat that kind of stuff, and these are some really, really good hoodies. They're just awesome. I have an announcement that Jerry Dillard had sent me. The Central Texas Catfish Trail is holding their first tournament January the 16th on Richland Chambers Lake. Anyone that's interested can look them up on Facebook for more information. There's a lot of them Texas guys down there that's wanting to get out and do some fishing, and there's your shot. Look them boys up at the Central Texas Catfish Trail and go get in that tournament and have yourself a good time. Be lots of fun. I'm going to see now if I can contact my buddy John, and we'll see if he's available to do an interview with us and find out how their trip went to Wheeler. Is this the world famous John Nordyke?
It's Nordyke, world famous or not, I'm not so sure about.
Is this the same guy that caught the 105-pounder at Wheeler this time last year?
It's the guy that caught the 105-pound exactly 1 year ago tomorrow.
How's it going, buddy?
Not that I keep track of things like that, you understand?
Well, if I caught one of them, I'd be keeping track.
It was at 9:32 in the morning.
9:32. You and Bridges had a heck of a day, didn't you?
Oh, we did.
Oh, he's a great guide and a really good guy to be in a boat with.
He is a super nice guy, and I'll tell you a funny story about catching that fish.
Okay.
Even I came to the tournament last year just sounded like a fun time, and I'd heard about Wheeler, and I came down 4 days early, and I believe it was your recommendation to contact Jason as a guide. And I set it up like 2 or 3 weeks in advance, and I told him at the time is that, you know, if we catch fish, that's fine. Of course, I would like that, but I'd never fished a lake before, and I was really more interested in hiring him for the day to teach me technique and boat handling and interpreting electronics, and I didn't really care so much about catching fish. So we set out that morning, and we caught that fish literally within the first 40 minutes of leaving the ramp, and we weren't necessarily specifically targeting a big fish. He was giving me a lesson in precision positioning of the boat based on a mark on his sonar. We went over a spot and he marked it and showed it to me, and he said, now here's how with the current I go about setting up so that I know exactly where my bait is in relation to that mark. Well, that mark was either a fish or what that fish was standing next to, because the bait wasn't in the water 5 minutes, and after he threw it in, at the moment he threw a rod in, he said, oh, I missed it. But he let it set for about 2 minutes, and then he picked it up and he gave it 3 cranks and set it back in the rod holder, and before he sat down again, that fish was on.
That's a heck of a day.
Yeah.
That was a heck of a day. I know when you guys got that in the boat and got it all done with your pictures and everything, we was getting ready to pull out of our driveway, and you guys called, and I was about as excited for you as you was.
Well, it was. I just almost quit right then because I decided, what am I gonna shoot for next? It's how many 100+ fish is there in somebody's life? And I don't know that I'll ever catch a fish that big again, but I'm looking.
Well, that's what you got to do. You got to keep trying because there's bigger ones out there. You just have to be at the right place and the right time, and you never know. You may get another great one.
Yeah. Man, I tell you what, the rain, the whole trip from Missouri down here was just unfortunate, I guess is the polite word to use. But it rained on us from Missouri to Alabama. It quit raining here about 4 o'clock this afternoon, I guess.
Wow. Did it quit by the time you got there?
It quit by the time we got here, but there were a couple of different, especially around Nashville, and for folks that are headed this way, just know right now that apparently there's some flooding of some roads around Nashville, and they're redirecting traffic all onto the same roads. And from about 10 miles outside of Nashville until right at the Nashville city limits, it was bumper to bumper and about.
Wow.
So we didn't get here till after dark, but when we went across the dam, you could tell where the turbines were because there was a mist in the air, and we slowed down and rolled our windows down and could listen to the roar of it.
Well, I know that it's really, really high. I don't know how high it is compared to what I've seen down there, but I'm assuming that it's probably higher water than I've seen.
Probably so. We made a short detour to Cumberland City to connect with a bait connection there for some previously caught skippies. They're not catching much of anything at Cumberland. There's no production at the plant right now, and that water was pretty still. I guess we stood and watched 6 fishermen there for 15 minutes, and I saw 1 skip pulled in during that time.
That's pretty slow.
Yeah, pretty slow.
Pretty slow. Well, we got the temperature's been up, and they're probably not doing much down there. And if the plant's not running, the chances of doing very well down there is pretty slim. So I don't know. I'm no expert on it, but I'm guessing that if you have bait at your house, you better take it with you.
Yes, that would be my recommendation. I won't say what I paid for bait, but it took my breath away.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I know some guys was paying $3.50 a fish up here for it, And I would say that's probably reasonable as it's going to be.
You could let me put it this way: you could make money buying them at $3.50 in Missouri and driving them one cooler at a time to Tennessee right now.
Oh, baby, that is not a good thing.
No,
not a good thing.
And the heck of it is I think I tell you what, you can probably tell I'm outside at a restaurant right now. We had just sat down to eat when you called me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I am so excited about this tournament. And you know, last year it was a fun time, but there weren't that many boats. And in terms of growth in just 1 year, I can't believe the growth in this. I don't know if it's just the prospect of some big fish, or if it's that everybody's just jonesing for a fishing trip in the middle of the winter, or what. But there are a ton of people. Everywhere we stopped for gas between Missouri and here, people said, "Oh, you're headed to Wheeler, aren't you?" They knew exactly what we were doing.
Yeah, it's turned out to be quite the tournament, and Daniel's done a really good job with it. So it'll be a lot of fun. I think that, like I was talking a while ago, I think that around 50 is about the number of boats I remember the last time I looked, and
I knew they were into their 5th flight of 10, and an awful lot of those names come from Missouri.
Right.
And I think if it's like last year, last year, as you'll recall, they kind of got caught off guard by the number of people that I guess are local that came in at the last minute that they had no idea was going to sign up. And proportionately, if that same thing happens here again on Friday night, it would not surprise me that there'd be 80 boats.
Right. I'm expecting a minimum of 75, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's not quite a few more than that.
And that really should be a feather in Daniel's cap, and for all the folks down here. And of course, you know, to us from Missouri, this seems like we're in the South. You know, everybody sounds like they have a Southern accent, but everybody is just, you know, what's the Southern saying? They're just as nice as pie, and they're so happy to see us. I think this is just a tremendous thing for this area, because I don't think prior to the start of this tournament last year, I imagine this was probably a pretty dead time of year around here.
Other than people just taking off on a trip for a weekend or something, I'm sure that it is. But this, for that little community, this ought to be a big deal for them, and it's going to continue to grow every year.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
I'm just excited, and you know, we want to do well in the tournament. I'm glad that the tournament is on, at least as of now. But even if there wasn't a tournament, I'm glad to be here, because it's just going to be a fun week.
Absolutely. It's going to be a blast. Well, listen, John, I'm going to let you go eat your dinner. Thank you for taking your time out to visit with us, and for all the information. You guys be safe down there, and I'll see you in a couple of days.
Absolutely. And everybody that's watching tonight that's coming down here, we're in cabin 22, and we're hosting a fish fry New Year's Eve.
Well, there you go. Can't beat that. I hope you're doing the cooking.
I may delegate it, but I'm responsible for it.
Well, there you go, folks. At Cabin 22, we'll be having a fish fry Thursday evening. And if we can catch some fish, that'd be the next thing.
That would be a good thing, but there's a market here that sells fish if we have to resort to that.
Yep, we'll make sure we have it so everybody can come over and
there
stop
might
by.
And there might be a beverage or two to be found here.
I'm pretty sure that's probably the case.
All right, Lyle. Best of luck to you and Cindy when you get here, and best of luck to everybody else that's watching the show tonight. And we'll see you down here.
All right, John. Thanks again.
Uh-huh.
All right, bye-bye. All right, folks. John Nordyke made the trip. He's down there, rained on him the whole way. he had told me about this fish frying with all the bad weather and stuff. I wasn't sure he was going to continue with it, but Thursday night, cabin 22, he's going to have fish. If we don't catch some small fish, we'll just go buy some, and you can come over there and bring something with you if you want to, and eat fish and shoot the breeze and tell lies and whatever fishermen do. And we're going to have a good time.
You know, lions is part of it.
What's that?
I said, you know, lions just a part of it.
Well, yeah, that's the way it is. Let's do another Whisker Wear Apparel giveaway, Paul. We'll do another hoodie, T-shirt, and koozie. How's that?
Okie dokie. Get this. Okay, let's get it all. Whoops. That didn't work out right. Hang on here a minute.
I'm going to go over here and try to find Johnny's phone number, and we'll see if we can get him up here in a minute.
Here we go. Can you see it? Can you see it all right, Lyle?
Let me pull you back up.
Hello?
Yep, gotcha.
Okay. Get them highlighted here. Copy them. Okay, that was the old one. All right, we're going to dump the list in here. We're going to randomize it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Dino Meter?
I can't read it, Paul.
Dinomeador.
Okay. Dino Meter. Congratulations. You are the proud owner of a Whisker Wear Apparel hoodie, T-shirt, and a koozie from Rob Clodfelder and Whisker Wear Apparel. That's a heck of a deal. You winners, when you get when you find out that you're a winner either tonight or tomorrow, or when you watch the show on YouTube or whatever, contact these guys and they will get this stuff to you. We're going to do a rod giveaway, and like I said the other night on the show, I'm going to put whoever the winner of this rod will be on their name on the rod. So by the time we get back to Wheeler, it'll probably be the 2nd or 3rd week of January before you get it. So bear that in mind. But it will have the Catfish Weekly logo with Chuck's pretty little picture on it, and your name on it, and everything will be really cool, and you'll like it. See if I can get Johnny on here. It's a little earlier than I told him, but we'll see if he's available. Johnny Coleman.
How's it going?
It's going good. You are live on Catfish Weekly.
Sounds good.
You have a safe trip down there?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. We drove through the night, so we were pretty tired when we got here.
When did you get down there, Johnny?
We got down here yesterday morning.
Early?
Oh, yeah. Probably about 7.
Now, I seen some pictures where you'd been on a few fish, so that sounds like you're doing all right.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Good deal. Yeah. Did you take bait with you, or are you trying to find some while you're down there, Johnny?
No, we brought skipjack with us. We haven't even looked for bait yet.
Okay. How's the water situation?
It's not bad. The trash is starting to go away. Current's not too bad. I mean, it's like chocolate milk, but fish don't seem to mind.
Well, as long as they're hungry, that's all the rest of us care about.
That's right.
Who's down there with you?
Bobby Miller and Dan Eimer.
All right. Yeah, you guys had a good trip down there. You're catching fish. You got bait with you, so you're set and ready for the tournament.
We're set and ready, yep.
Joel Roberts is in chat, and he said to tell you to avoid red Gatorade on tournament day.
I have to have my red Gatorade and my Funyuns.
I figured you'd probably know about that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool. It's a shame. I thought maybe Joel would make that trip down there. That's going to be a lot of fun down there in that tournament Saturday. So the weather is 70,
probably come next year.
70 degrees. Is that what I seen down there today?
Oh, yeah. We're walking around in shorts and T-shirts.
When is it supposed to cool off, Johnny?
I think it's supposed to start cooling off on
Thursday. About
Wednesday
figures.
or Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, about the time I get there, it'll be colder than a well digger's butt.
Oh, yeah.
Well, as long as the fish keep biting, I don't really care. We'll be fine.
They should. I think the fishing will probably just get better as the week goes on.
Have you
It's pretty rough out today.
out the wind real bad on you?
Oh, yeah, it was pretty windy.
Yeah.
Thunderstorms.
You stayed out in it regardless, though.
We waited till after the thunderstorms go out, but the wind never calmed down at all.
Did you see Jason Mathena down there?
Seen him drive by our cabin this afternoon, heading down to the boat ramp, but we put in a different one.
I see.
I've never seen him out on the water.
Okay. Well, there ain't no telling where he's at. He may have drove plumb back to St. Louis.
He might have.
You never know. Well, listen, Johnny, thank you so much for being on the show with us tonight, and we'll all be down there and see you in a couple days.
No problem. We'll see you guys down there.
All right. Thanks a lot. All right. All right, people. Has Johnny Coleman been down there since yesterday morning? Doing really good. I got another call coming in from Vicky Mathena. I'll see if I can pick that up. I might have missed it. She might have some more information from us. Hey, Paul, why don't you get us another giveaway ready? We'll do the bat mask.
Bat mask.
Well, can't get through to her now, so.
Let's get them all highlighted.
This bat mask is just an amazing piece of technology. Hello, Vicky.
On 5.
Hello.
1,
Hello.
2,
Got something going on with our phones. Can't get it
3,
come through.
4, and 5. Major Brown.
Hello. Yes. Okay. All right. Bye. All right. Major Brown wins a bat mask. Congratulations, Major. You're going to love that bat mask. They're just awesome. Covers your face, your eyes. You put your glasses underneath of it. They're amazing.
That's there trying to find the name here to take out.
I don't know how everybody else is making it through all this weather, but I have been nearly down 4 days, and I'm trying desperately to get healed up before we take off in this. This cold has just about drove me insane. But we're going to make it, and we're going to be there, and we're going to have a good time just like everybody else.
That's just because you're old as dirt, Lyle.
Well, you know, dirt's been around a little bit longer than me, but not a whole lot.
Well, I heard you sat next to Jesus in the third grade. All right. So we only have the two left. So,
Well, let's do the Black Horse Rod. How's that?
Let's make them wait.
Well, we're running out of stuff to do, and everybody's wanting to get ready for Wheeler. I didn't plan on it being a really, really long show tonight, and without Chuck, it's kind of boring, just me and you. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. I guess I could try to talk like him and maybe make you feel more at home.
Well, we're all kind of concerned with old Chuck down there in that water situation. I know
That's bad to have to move out like that.
It is. They just moved that up into some higher ground, and now the water's just a few feet from it again. So
that deck and stuff, and having to put that thing right back in the exact spot's going to be a bugger.
Well, it really is. But as long as they get it done and he's safe and everything, and I know Jason Kittner had posted a message to him earlier today that he was going to cancel the trip so that Chuck would stay there and take care of everything. So that's what he's doing. And I did get a message from him earlier today that if he got everything squared away, he would try to come up and maybe jump in the boat with us if he got it done. The main thing to do was make sure that he had his living quarters secured and that him and Leanne was safe, and the fish will always be there.
Yep.
And that's just kind of the way it is. Well, let's do that other giveaway and get that done. Then we'll have the trip with Chris Jones left.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everything here so in the right order. Okay. For the Black Horse custom rod. That should be there. I forgot to clear that one out. We'll open a new one. And highlight all the names. And dump them into the randomizer. All right. Going 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. James Bickett.
James Bickett, you are the winner of the Catfish Weekly edition Black Horse Rod. Congratulations. We will get your name on that when we get back from Wheeler and get her all done up and get her ready to go to you. Just send me a message or email with your name and address on it. And as soon as everything's ready to go and all dried and all the stuff is good, we'll get it to you and we'll go from there. Hang on just a second, Paul. I got to tell a guy how to get into chat.
James Bickett.
All right, that's George Young Jr. We need to get him in there. We need to have him in chat. We're running low on BS, and I'm sure he could pump us up a little bit. What you got there, Paul? Something flashed on the screen.
Yeah, I'm just getting everything ready for the last one.
All right. Well, the next one we're going to do is a guided trip on Lake Ozark with Chris Jones from Catfish Pursuit Guide Service. The trip was originally for 2 people, and when he was on the show with us a couple of weeks ago, Chris said that if you wanted to bring a couple extra people, that he would take them at no charge. So, you can't beat a deal like that. Chris is a great guide, and he does a really good job on that. So it'll be a lot of fun. And you just contact Chris, and he will set you up on that and get you going. You're very welcome, James. Thank you for watching Catfish Weekly. We appreciate you guys staying and watching the show and being on with us every week. Some of you guys have been here almost every show since the beginning of it, and we thank you guys very much. And this is just a little way to say thank you for all the viewers that stick it out and watch it and help us make it what it is. Well, what do you say, Paul? Let's get this last one done, and we'll close her up early tonight. How'll that be?
Okie dokie.
Now, this is for the Catfish Pursuit Guide Trip with Chris Jones.
Is my screen? Can you still see my screen, or are you seeing me?
I can see it.
Okay. I didn't know if I had switched that or not. Okay, got all the names highlighted. Copy. Paste. On the fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4. You sure we ain't got anything to talk about, Law? 5. Cindy Garner.
Cindy Garner. You are the winner of the guide trip with Chris Jones, Catfish Pursuit Guide Service on Lake Ozarks. Congratulations on that. And you contact Chris, and he will put you on a trip of a lifetime. You'll have a blast. He's a great guide and a super guy to be on the boat with. He's got really good boat and equipment. He catches 20, 30 fish a day as an average and maybe more. So you'll have a really good time. Joe Roberts just posted in our chat that Chris is the man. Whoever wins that will have an absolute blast, and I know that he is correct with that. He's an outstanding guy, and he'll do you a really fine job. And Chris, thanks so much for donating that trip. It was really awesome of you to do, and we appreciate everything that you do for Catfish Weekly and all the other stuff that you have stuff to do with. And we appreciate it very much. Paul, anything else that we need to visit about tonight?
You know, not that I can think of. There are some roads, 70 and right around St. Louis right now that are underwater and are rerouting, and the levee is breached at Alton, Illinois. So got a lot of things going on. Just got to think about those people that, even though they're not out, fishermen and stuff like that, a lot of people are going to be homeless and lose a lot of stuff. So,
yeah, this water situation has really, really been bad, and it's not just in one area. It's bad north to south and east to west, and the people that it hasn't affected yet, just hang on. Your turns are coming. I'm quite sure. It's one of the worst floods that we've seen in a very long time. I know that I got some information earlier today that Columbia Bottoms, where we usually have our fishing tournaments down in St. Louis, is in really, really bad shape. The last time it was bad like this, it tore up the road, and it never had got completely repaired. And they what's that?
Took forever for them just to get the toilets back in.
Yeah, the toilets is knocked over, and these are concrete toilets, how the conservation guys do it. And it's really devastating. And now they started to breach these levees. It's got really, really tough. So anybody that's traveling this weekend going down there, I don't know about the other states, but you can
turn on the radio. Listen. That's the best thing you can do is turn the radio on and listen on the way down.
Well, that's probably true. If you live in Missouri, you can get on the Missouri Highway Patrol has a website, and you can go to it's actually by the State Highway Department, and you can get on there, and there's a map on there, and it'll mark every road closure in the state. And this is very much up to date. We used it last night when my daughter was going to work. She goes in late in the evenings to work, and we checked the roads and made sure that she was going to have safe travels on the way. And It's a great thing. You can watch it in the wintertime. You can watch it in the summertime when it's flooding. It's just a great asset. I would assume that most of the other states have a deal like that. But everybody have a safe trip to Wheeler. We'll see y'all down there in a few days. Thanks for watching Catfish Weekly, and we will see you with episode 100 next Monday night. So hopefully, providing they have the capability, we should have the winners of the 2015 Winter Blues on Wheeler. I guess it'd be 2016 Winter Blues on Wheeler tournament on the show, providing that they'll agree to do it and have the capability of getting on here. We're going to try to have them on here, and we'll have another good time. Thanks, everybody. See you next week.